Hello viewers, this is JJ out of jrfxtrading.com, and in this video I would like to share some of the trades that I've done last week for the Thailand Challenge. So for those of you who don't know what Thailand Challenge is, it's a challenge to go from $100 to $10,000 in a month and a week. I was trading last week something, so it's a month, the month is left, and you might say this is a crazy and impossible challenge. But as I mentioned in my introductory video for this Thailand Challenge, I will be using the MetaTrader and I will also be using binary options trading. So you might see that I started last week with $80, saving the 20 for the binary options. And I started on the 3rd and ended up on Friday, which was on 6th, and I was able to gain a profit of $140 in those 4 trading days. And now let me show you some of the details of the strategy I'm using. So for example, I'm going to pick up one of those trades, which is in here, USD CAD, and yeah, this is one of the strategies, this is one of the trades, and the strategy is as follows. I'm using 10 and 15 moving averages, that's the blue and the red one, and I'm using also 50 moving average. I'm using those as a signal for an entry, so when the 10 and 15 moving averages crosses above the 50 moving average, I would be looking for the price closing below the 10 and 15 moving average and then closing above the 10 and 15 moving average. But all of that still happening above the 50 moving average. So in such a scenario, I would enter a long-term trade with a solid profit of 10 to 20 pips. This is a 5-minute scalping strategy, so you're going not for a huge like 120,000 pips profits, but you're going for more frequent but more little profits. The way I would set up my stop losses, there are basically 2 ways, and one of them are more narrow and the other one is more open. The narrower strategy is to set up your stop loss exactly in here. So in this case, the stop loss is set on the closing, it's set on the minimum value of the candle closing below the moving averages of the 10 and 15. And then the other less restrictive stop loss would be to follow the Bollinger Bands value in the place where you open your trade. So that would be somewhere in here. So I more often use the Bollinger Band that allows the trade to breathe more, and in this case this would definitely be much better than using the more restrictive stop loss. Yeah, so that's about it. You know the strategy, you understand it. From the indicators I'm using, it's just moving averages, the Bollinger Bands. This is the volume indicator, which is not important for this kind of a trading. I'm going to put it more detail to it in some of the other videos. And yeah, that's about it. From the next week on, which starts tomorrow, I will bring in daily updates on this Thailand Challenge. So until then, good luck and see you next time.